Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm here in the Ashley National Forest in northern Utah, and I got to tell you, it's a beautiful, beautiful area. If you haven't been here, you owe it to yourself to come check this place out. I'm out here. It's the 4th of July week. Today's Friday, and camping just down the road on the north rim of the Flaming Gorge. And it's just a fantastic area. As a crow flies, it's probably about 30 miles north of Vernal, Utah, up Highway 191, which is the way that I came in here. And 191 it's one of the most fantastic roads I've ever ridden. It goes for hundreds of miles, and every single inch of it is just a beautiful drive. So if you ever have the chance to ride Highway 191, it's hundreds of miles long, and it's just a fantastic, beautiful ride. It'll take you all the way into Ogden, Utah, and beyond from here. And it's a great route. The Flaming Gorge runs through, obviously, through from Wyoming, and we're only about, I don't know, I'd say probably 20 miles from the Wyoming border here. It runs down from Wyoming and then all the way down south through here into Utah. And it's a great area or destination for riding. It's just beautiful up here. When you leave Vernal, Vernal's kind of it's a little bit of a high desert kind of area, and then you get into this section of a hill climb, and it's a super steep hill. And in the summertime, if you're in a car, you really got to be careful, especially or a truck if you're towing something, because it is very steep and very hot. And then the next thing you know, you're in this pine forest, and it's just beautiful out here, man. Lots of water, lots of trees and woods, and it's just a great trip. So if you have a motorcycle, especially, man, jump on Highway 191 and come see this place. This has just been an incredible trip. I really love it up here. Moto camping, obviously, always cool. Being out on the highway, nothing better than that, right? So let's go take a little bit of a trip, show you some of this area and just what I'm talking about, just how gorgeous it is up here, and how really just so many different ecosystems you run into out here. There's red rocks out this way behind me. Out to the east, there are green grassy mountains and hills. Then down south of here is the desert, and there's so much to see out here. It's really a great trip. Yep. So I am on Highway 191, about 10 miles north of Vernal right now, heading up into the Ashley National Forest and Flaming Gorge Dam area. And if you haven't been on Highway 191, this is one of the most awesome roads, I think, in the country. I think it rivals things like Pacific Coast Highway, the Appalachian, or not the Appalachian Trail, but the Blue Ridge Parkway out on the East Coast. It is just a gorgeous drive from start to finish, if you ask me. So if you're not familiar with this area, Vernal, Utah, and this region is very famous for its dinosaur, I don't know what you would call it, like activity and stuff like that. Like this sign, I'll try to slow it down in the video so you can see it. It says where giant marine reptiles swam. So there's signs all along this road talking about different activities that happened here in this area, millions of years ago or whatever. And the road it's very windy and twisty and gorgeous. It's just a fantastic road. Today I'm on my 701 Husqvarna Enduro, and honestly I don't ride it near enough. It's such a great bike. Usually for my long distance rides I'll take the BMW adventure bike for obvious reasons. Here's another sign that says ancient desert sand dunes here in this area. Very cool.
But yeah, like I said, for obvious reasons, I'd take the adventure bike on long rides. And when I'm zipping around in town back home, I like the KTM Super Duke, and also for obvious reasons. But this 701 is such a great bike, and honestly, in my opinion, it's one of the best true dual sports out there. I know, you got bikes like the Honda CRF 450 and all that, but I think those are really, they're dirt bikes that they put a little bit more comfy seat on, a headlight and a tail light, and call it a dual sport. The Husky, I think, just does it all very well. On the road, the motor is incredibly smooth. It's got lots of power. And I put a seat concept seat on here to make it a little more comfortable. I'm a big dude. And honestly, the factory seat's a piece of junk. They could do better, especially for the price point on this bike. But aside from that, I love this bike. The only thing I've done to it is I put some bar risers. I put the new seat on there, some better foot pegs, and the bark busters here. Well, they're not bark busters. These are Acros, I think. But yeah, I love this bike. So anyways, we're climbing out of Vernal. It's probably about 95 in Vernal right now. When I get to the top up in Ashley Forest, it'll be about 75, I guess. This road is, man, it's so cool. So it's, for about 7 miles, it's a 8% grade. So if you're pulling a trailer with your truck or something like that, you definitely need to be careful, because you will overheat quickly. And I imagine as we start getting into the climb here, I'm going to come up on a lot of trucks, like big rigs that are barely moving along. Big mining area up here as well. The Simlock mine is here, and I'm not sure exactly what they mine, but I will find out and put it in the comments. Number 2. I doubt it comes across on the GoPro very well, but right now I'm at about an 8% grade climbing up this mountain. And just for some reference, going down the other way, coming down this side of the mountain, in 8 miles there are 3 runaway truck ramps. So that kind of tells you just how steep it is. See out there to the south the open, vast openness of it. And here in a few short miles we're going to be in the pinewood forests, and it's really beautiful. But if you're on a bike, this ride is hard to beat, man, hard to beat. So here we are at the Ashley National Forest sign, and back there you can see how far we've come in just a short time. So that's the predominance of the really steep hill climbs. We're still climbing into the mountain, so there's more, but yeah, that little section, it's only about 3 or 4, maybe 5 miles long, but it sure is pretty. Alright, so we're only about a half a mile past that Ashley National Forest sign. See, it's already starting to get a lot more green up here. And here in about 3 more miles, we're just going to be in the pine forest. So yeah, we're already now kind of into the forest. It doesn't take long to get from that kind of deserty floor up to this part. And there's a ton of things to do up here, no matter what you're into. I mean, whether it's boating, mountain biking, dirt biking, or just riding the highways, you know. There's a lot of animal activity up here too. Elk, moose, deer, of course. So yeah, I mean, you really can't go wrong with this area up here. Super nice. Just like you can't go wrong with the Husqvarna 701 Enduro. I might be partial though, since I own one. Crap. There we go. So back at the highway here, just a quick little detour to show you some of the area around here. Really is just a great place to come. So right now we're at the intersection of Highway 44 and 191. If we go that way on 191, we go down to the Flaming Gorge Dam. And if we go straight, we'll hit the Flaming Gorge Welcome Center on the canyon rim. So why don't we head down that way to the dam and check that out, see what that's about, and then we'll head back up and come check out the visitor center at the canyon rim, which is also where I'm staying at tonight. So let's check that out. Okay, so we are coming up on the Flaming Gorge Dam. I don't know if it's coming out on the GoPro on the video or not, but we just had, as soon as I took the turn onto 191 to come down this way, I had a humongous downpouring of rain, and hail. It got wet and cold awful fast. But yeah, this is the road down to the dam. This bridge here takes us over a portion of the Flaming Gorge River. I don't think it goes too much further back down that way though. And then here's pretty much the start of the river. So we're about to go over the dam or hit the dam. So from this way off to the west is really this portion of the Flaming Gorge River. So if you're coming from Vernal up here to the Flaming Gorge, when you get to the dam, if you cross over the dam and then pretty much about 100 meters up the road, 100 yards up the road, there's a turn off, and you turn down that road and it takes you down here to this boat ramp. And so up there is the dam, obviously, and this is the downstream side. You got a bunch of anglers in there fly fishing, and then you can launch your raft right in here, and it's an easy float down the river. And I was at one of the boat rental places earlier today, and she was telling the crew that was renting a boat that you can, your shuttle vehicle, it's basically like 15 miles down the river, and just kind of float it all the way down there and get out and get a ride back. So it's a real easy float. There's no I don't think any big rapids or anything like that. So it's just a really great afternoon on the river. And it is really great to have something like this Husky 701 to take me to all these places. It's such a great motorcycle, man. I feel like highway, maybe not freeway, but 65, I can do that all day long on this thing. And then also any dirt roads I come along, it eats them up, no problem. So what a great bike, man. I don't know if you can see all these bugs. They're basically everywhere down here. Tons and tons of gnats. Woo. So in fact, they're so bad I got to get out of here. So let's go see what the gorge rim looks like. Okay, so here we're at the top of Red Canyon. Quite a ways down there to the river, and then the visitor center has a nice glass front there you can kind of check out the whole area from. But yeah, this area is really fantastic. I mean, if you wanted to come out here and hang out for a few days, it's a great place for sure. Beautiful area.
So my campsite is here on the rim of Red Canyon. You can see the Husky. Well, maybe you can see the Husky in the background. I'll get a shot of it here in a minute. But at any rate, I am west of the dam here, about 10 miles. Right on the rim. Let's see if we can't get a shot of it here. And then out in the distance here, we can see it, hopefully, is the lake or the reservoir that is formed by the Flaming Gorge Dam. So just beyond that a little bit is the dam itself. And then here, where I'm camped, is called Red Canyon, named for all the red rocks. You can't really see it too well right now because the sun's coming up. But yeah, I am camped right at the edge of it. And you can see the husky there, sitting there, super proud of itself. Of course, this thing doesn't want to work now. And you can see the husky there. So obviously this is a great area. I mean, you get right up to the edge of the rim here, up to the edge of the canyon wall. Yeah, it really is a fantastic area out here, man. So again, this is the Flaming Gorge area in northern Utah, just south of the Wyoming border. But from Vernal, it's only 30 miles. Takes a little bit longer than that because of the steep incline to get up, and of course the windy, twisty roads. But the ride itself is worth the trip for sure. I am, if you're interested in coming out this way, right now I'm about 100 yards east of the Red Canyon Welcome Center in the campground here. It's very peaceful, very quiet. The views are obviously spectacular. And you know, I can come out here and sit on this rock and have my morning coffee, which is, I don't know, there's really nothing better in life, right? To be out moto camping and get up in the morning and have a good cup of coffee. And actually this coffee is from my friends. See my friends at Bivouac Coffee in Evergreen, Colorado. If you go to their website and use my code upshift20, all caps, then you get 20% off your first purchase. They are great coffee. They roast all their coffee in-house, all naturally sourced stuff. To be perfectly honest, you know, now if I drink some other types of coffee, it doesn't sit well in my stomach because this stuff is, the acidity level is so low. It's really fantastic coffee. Give them a check. You know, try them out. Check them out. Bivouac Coffee. Check them out on the internet and use that code upshift20 to get 20% off the first purchase. So in the area here, obviously, you know, Vernal Utah and the surrounding areas is known for its dinosaur activity. You know, thousands and thousands of years ago, millions of years ago, whatever. But they have a lot of archaeological sites here, all of them well marked and accessible to explore. You also have Dinosaur National Monument just across the border on the Colorado side. No, I believe that may go into Utah as well. But I'm going to stop there on the way home today. Check that place out. The Red Canyon here, the river that runs through it, it's very calm. You can paddle board it, you can float it, whatever. And then, of course, you saw the area at the bottom of the dam, downstream, where you can get in down there and float that for a long ways as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video and saw some things you liked here, and hopefully maybe it inspired someone to come out this way to the Ashley National Forest in northern Utah and check it out. If you did like the video, please give me a big thumbs up there, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I love getting new subscribers. You know, again, I don't make any money doing this. I just do it because I love to adventure, and I also want to inspire other people to get out there and adventure as well. So I'm gonna drink my coffee and enjoy the rest of this sunrise, and I hope to see you guys all out on the road at some point. Take care now.